NPL Men's Victoria football returns to Olympic Village for the first time in 2025, and as is custom, the Heidelberg faithful have come out to support their team in yellow. It was a tough start on the opening night of the season last Thursday night on the street for the Warriors, and they'll be looking to put it right with the result tonight against Melbourne Victory's NPL side. Of course, their A-League men's side are playing one team in yellow tonight in the Wellington Phoenix, but it's another. It is the task for the Melbourne Victory NPL side tonight in Heidelberg United. This one should be a corker. Both teams failing to win in the opening weekend on this Valentine's Day. Which team will get the chocolates tonight? Welcome to live coverage of the NPL Men's Victoria. It's a Friday night. It's Heidelberg United and Melbourne Victory from Olympic Village. My name is Oliver Walker-Peel. Alongside me is a debutant in this caper at least, but has been around this game and this state plenty over the past few years. It's Josh Byrne. Josh, welcome to the commentary side of things. Hope all's well. How's things?
Great, thank you, Ollie. Thank you for that introduction. An intriguing tie here today. Victory obviously playing tonight as well, but some good handy names coming into the lineup. But the short turnaround for Victory tonight, 4-day break, is going to be a big one. Where Heidelberg coming off that 8-day break, is that a hindrance or a help? Well, we're about to find out. But 4-day break, young bodies, is that going to be a hindrance for them?
It is an interesting scheduling quirk. I'm glad you brought it up. And a couple of Englishmen on the call tonight. I promise you are on the NPL Men's Victoria YouTube channel and not BBC Radio 5 Live. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Heidelberg and Victory handle it, given their respective round one games. We'll go to the teams, and there's a change apiece for both Heidelberg and Melbourne Victory. We'll start with the hosts, whose only change is in goal. Yaron Souza comes in for Ryan Govan. That 11 in full. It's Yaron Souza in between the posts. Jamal Ali, Ben Collins, Dalibor Markovic, and Anthony Lesiotis we expect to make up, or Ryan Leflin, I should say, make up the back four. In midfield, it will be Lesiotis, Aidara, and Asahi Yokokawa. In behind, Sabit Noor, Buljuach, and Max Bassetto, who of course got one of the two Heidelberg goals, and a quite nice finish as well at that last weekend. For Melbourne Victory, they themselves make one change. Tommaso Minatoli drops out for Jing Rees. What a luxury it is to have them in this team. And the NPL side will be starting for any A-League men's side, I fancy. But he's in the NPL team tonight. That 11 in full. Christian Siciliano is in goal. It's a back four of Damian Bozanovsky, Kane Razmovsky, alongside Tabena Abani. Parker Williams with midfield Stasi Georgakopoulos, Jack Mihalidis and Alex Menelau, with a front three of Jesse Hoey, Luka Kolic and Jing Rees. So Victory stars of the present over at Amy Park, the stars of the futures right here at Olympic Village. And Heidelberg awaiting them. Played some good stuff on Thursday night against the Melbourne Knights, but couldn't get any points for it. Can they turn that around tonight? Referee Jack Morgan sets us away. Ball back here on Catalina Street for the first time this year in an official sense. Much expected of Heidelberg, as there always is. Can they live up to those expectations this year and tonight? Or can Melbourne Victory spring somewhat of a surprise? Over the top, disappearing through to Yaron Souza, one of a few former Central Coast Mariners out there tonight. Played once in the A-League men's competition in the 2021-22 campaign. Down the line towards Buljuach, given something to chase. It's another former Mariner in Parker Williams, albeit only at NPL level, who shields that one behind for a goal kick. It's Dalibor Markovic. Knows a fair bit about Melbourne Victory, played for their senior team on 4 occasions in the A-League men's competition. He's also had stints at Western United and Preston and Green Gully before making the move to Heidelberg for this year. Speaking of knowing about Melbourne Victory, here's Ryan Lethlean. 56 appearances for Victory's NPL side. 2018 to 2024, so there's a fair bit about the setup. Well, one back by Max Bassetto, charging forward, a heavy touch, and a rather easy foul for Jack Morgan to give. So number 20's going at it with Parker Williams, the player fouled. We mentioned earlier on that you've been around this league a fair bit, Josh, not as a commentator but as a referee, and we've got one of the best in the business in Jack Morgan out there, don't we?
Sure do, with Jack being the recently gaining his FIFA badge as well, so he's been off gallivanting around Asia doing many other games, so credit where credit's due. He's moved on and done very well. I do enjoy watching him on the A-League games and working with him many of occasions myself, so it's good to see as the ball comes forward.
Managed to keep that one in. The cutback looked on. Muted shouts for a penalty as Luka Kolic went over. Nothing doing according to Jack Morgan and co. Switch of play for Bassetto. Briefly taken away by Razmovsky, then got a foot in. Impressive player, Kane Razmovsky, slotting in at full-back. Long ball not quite working for Victory so far. Ricocheting off the lower leg of Dalibor Markovic, had a play for a Melbourne Victory throw. NPL vice captain Kane Razmovsky to take the throw. By Adara. We'll roll it down the line, pulled back was Bassetto. Presenting early problems for Kane Razmovsky. And an early booking is presented to him by Jack Morgan. First player into the book this evening.
Yeah, the oldest trick in the book of a breaking up a promising attack there. Easy for Jack Morgan there. And first chance Heidelberg has to put a shot on for anybody today, so we'll see what we can whip into the box today.
I know as commentators we're told to avoid the footballing cliches, but Razmovsky now walking the tightrope for about 84 minutes plus stoppages. It's a long time to be on a yellow. More present concerns with this dead ball and Asahi Yokokawa who stands over it alongside Dalibor Markovic if he fancies. It's the latter of the two. In towards the middle, dangerous ball. And it broke kindly enough for Bassetto, who miscued the chance and probably should have done better with it. Christian Siciliano not forced into an early save. left lean. Cross for Ben Collins. Ali almost selling that pass short. Jing Reese might be in. Robs off the Heidelberg backline, pulls it square. And spooning it over the top, Jesse Hoey. A golden chance presented on a platter by Jing Reese, who did so well. But a chance that Victory's number 23 could not take. And a fair few Heidelberg fans offering some Bronx cheers or opinions or whatever it might be. A few might have fancied themselves to took that one home themselves. Cassetto saw it stuck underneath his feet. Hoey going over. It's Jesse Hoey, worth a mention too that his brother Jordan, also in the Victory NPL fold, he's on the bench.
That previous passage you play really showed Heidelberg's defensive frailties that was on display last week with Melbourne Knights and a loss as the ball comes to nothing in the end. Little touch there, produces a corner. But as I was saying, the frailties of Heidelberg was brought into stark reality just then with a easy pick off by Jimmy Reese, which is good to see Jimmy Reese in. He'd be bitterly disappointed to not be on the bench for the senior team this week.
Corner here for Luka Kolic, former Melbourne Knight. Sends this one in right-footed. Well headed away by Yokokawa. Barney. Nice. Switched over towards the Victory right. And Allow will scamper to keep it in and do so successfully. Smart play by Dalibor Markovic, and even more so to keep the ball in play. Yokokawa down the line. Well covered off by Damian Bozanovsky, the NPL captain at Melbourne Victory. 4 towards Reese. Tris behind. He's a very capable footballer, Jing Reese. Showed so at the Mariners. Broke through the academy there in Gosford and got a move to Denmark. He played once in the Cup, went back to the Mariners, won a treble. And now with the Melbourne Victory. When you have a look at A-League's academy sides who play in the NPL, it's usually not a player of Jing Reese's calibre. You see there, with no disrespect intended, it's someone with the experience, mind I should say, of Jing Reese, given how much he's already achieved at the level above. As Markovic, left-footed, will send in towards the back post, helping flick that one away to Benarabani. Kept in play. Sabit Noor has also done some good work with the Mariners, but couldn't keep the ball in there. So is under pressure. Dealt with it well enough. The first touch by Markovic, who will look to Send that one down the line. Rasnowski. Taken away by Basetto. Here's Sabit Noor. Looks to his right. Ali advancing forward from fullback towards Sabit Noor. It's a sloppy giveaway. Noor has it back for a long-range effort. Rather miscued. Again over towards the Heidelberg right. Idara to the byline, trying to whip one in, and Basetto couldn't divert his header goalwards. Had a couple of chances, Max Basetto. He looks a handful.
Sure does. And just need to get the ball into him more. They've kept possession well, but is it a case of that NPL experience is lacking from them again as the ball comes forward again?
For Sabit Noor. He's rolled across, but Melbourne Victory well stocked at the back. Rasmovsky towards Reese, out-jumped by Ryan Lefleen. Dara working with Sabit Noor on loan from Central Coast for this 2025 NPL Men's Victoria campaign. Impressed in a game against the Mariners in the Australia Cup. Rolls that one in behind the Victory back line. One is turned behind, last off Parker Williams, behind for a Heidelberg corner. Getting a fair bit of joy down that right-hand side. This leading to a corner for Dalibor Markovic to try and swing in. Left-footed. Jim Reese making first contact. Tiotis and Collins. Good switch of play, well taken down by Ali. Finish not as good, but for a defender, what a deft first touch to control the ball. The finish somewhat letting him down.
I think he was caught in the dizzy heights of I was stuck in the box. He gave it a defender's crack, and that's what we like to see.
Sunshine beaming down on to Olympic Village as that one sent forwards. Disappears through to Christian Siciliano. 21-year-old goalkeeper tonight for Victory's NPL side. Been at the club since 2019, hasn't made an appearance for the first team. Idara looks for Noor, well cut out by Parker Williams. Briefly had it back, but it's a smart first touch from Mihalidis. It was illegally impeded then. Buljuaj getting back, trying to do his defensive duties. mentioned the sun a moment ago. It's getting to a position where it might make it hard for us to see for the next minute and a bit, so please bear with us. We'll make it work. Williams. On the line towards an advancing Abani. Covered off smartly by Jamal Ali from behind for a goal kick. Combining there with Jesse Hoey. St Nords to beat Nor. Going over. Heidelberg fans want a foul. Jack Morgan isn't interested. Fans out of play by Dalibor Markovic, and the corner on the way for Melbourne Victory. Pleased to say now that the sunlight has left our commentary position B. Melbourne Victory with another set piece to try and send in. It's Benner Abani. Send this in, left-footed towards the back post and beyond all in the middle. Rather disappointing delivery in the end. Can't get them all right, I suppose. He's this year completed the A-League's Academy set. Is featured last year for both Melbourne City and Western United's teams at VPL level, and now with the Melbourne Victory. Markovic took that one down. Good turn by Yokokawa. The game up for Idara. Ali, first time ball forwards. Might work out for Heidelberg. This is clever football. To the edge of the box it goes, and shot blocked off the boot of Lesiotis. It's good stuff from the hosts. To beat Nor. Towards the byline. For Moaidara. This is the hallmark of a John Anastasiadis team. Keep the ball well, and then you can get to areas like this and make things happen. Lesiotis. Bassetto shooting, scoring! Many games for the Heidelberg Starlets, and wasn't that a move superbly finished off? A great first touch into space, the second even better to lash it home, and Heidelberg with the first goal of the year in front of their home fans, and what a goal it was. Second goal of the season for Max Bassetto. Doesn't turn 21 while May. Heidelberg have got a player on their hands. Ball down the line. Drifting through to Yaron Souza. Tell you what a way to open your account in terms of scoring at home for Max Bassetto, Josh.
Yeah, certainly. It also looked like it was definitely going to come from that right wing, but the left wing in the end it was productive, potentially fortunate with a little ricochet that fell to his path, but lovely taken shot in the end, and as you heard with the fans, very much appreciated to liven up the game. Not many shots to talk of as yet, but hopefully this kickstarts Victory into pressing forward and using Jimmy Reese. He's hardly been used so far. Let's see if they can push the ball into him and get him running at the defence, what he does in the A-League.
In fairness to Jing Reese, the best moments he's had in this game was when he created on his own accord. As Jesse Hoey will keep that one in, tight ropes the byline, did it well in towards Jing Reese, over his head and away. Okakawa getting up, and the meat in the sandwich there was Kane Razmovsky. He was adjudged to have been fouled at the edge of the box. And this opportunity, an enticing one for someone in Victory White. Fair conference around the points of infraction. Be a fair few who will fancy a go at this. Jing Reese, one of them. Jesse Hoey has left them to it. Sent in by Georgakopoulos, and in fact makes it Luca College. Fairway wide in the end. Just past the midway points of the first half, both sides with chances. Heidelberg, the only one of the two teams to have taken one of them. Taken down Luca College by Dalibor Markovic, who has earned himself a yellow card in the process. It was a very quick decision to brandish a yellow. I suppose if you're making decisions, you've got to do them with confidence, as Jack Morgan always does. Safe to say that Heidelberg fans didn't agree, but that meaning nothing in this instance.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's he's dragged him down off the ball, and that's unfortunately always going to be a yellow card, unfortunately.
Spencer Abani to send this one in. Collins clattered there. Heidelberg fans much happier with that call. Miscommunication at the back. Bisetto stealing in to take it away. Inside the area, Max Bisetto cutting it across when he maybe should have shot. They were queuing up in the middle. And another really good chance for Heidelberg falls by the wayside.
I think Noor will be very aggrieved there. All he had to do was lay it over and he was open. It was harder to take the shot there, but he went for the glory and see if they can save himself in the corner here, resulting corner.
Heidelberg do break forward with pace. That has been the one thing that stood out to me. Turn them a corner. Yokokawa, 2 arms aloft. Sent in. Headed away at the first opportunity. And driven back by Lesiotis. Blocked by Williams. Shouts of a handball. Idara find it back in. And the disagreements continue. Heidelberg do have a set piece. They've got a corner. But it's not the penalty that they wanted.
Big appeal there from Heidelberg and a bit more carrying on, but from the looks of it, from our vantage point, I don't think any of the officials could see anything in that one.
Otis waiting at the edge of the box, trying to lift that one in. Quite the execution he was hoping for. You wouldn't count him out from anywhere, given his effort last week. Tell you what, if you saw that goal without prior context, you wouldn't think that that was his first in professional football. First in the NPL Men's Victoria competition. In appearance number 40.
Was that a contender for goal of the season already? It's an early benchmark, but I'll put it out there. There won't be many better strikes than that going around as quickly as that. So yeah, it'd be. I'll put it well out there.
Tell you what, the first 3 goals that Heidelberg have scored in this league this season have all been quite impressive for one way or another. Maybe they're holding their own goal of the season competition. Jesse Hoey for College. Given away by Razmovsky. Juach letting that one run across the body. To beat Noor. Faced by Abani. It's an infield to beat Noor, but couldn't keep that one under his control. Idara. Noor again. Yokokawa lifting that one over the top of the Victory back line. That one's pulled back for Buljuach! And all in attendance expected the net to bulge, it never did. They've created a raft of chances, Heidelberg. And Melbourne Victory looking on the counter back the other way. Jesse Hoey, smart nutmeg on Lesiotis. Silly drives in field. Space opening up. Looks over towards the left-hand side. And Jamal Ali will burst away. End-to-end stuff. Buljuach ahead of him. Looks for Heidelberg's number 9. Couldn't find him. And now an opportunity to breathe. Razmovsky away from a couple in yellow. Jesse Hoey with a switch of play. Compared to anything fruitful from that foray forward. Kindly for Lesiotis, over towards Max Bassetto. Jesse Hoey caught the wrong side of the Heidelberg backline. former Berlin junior. Williams was once on the bench for Central Coast in the Asian Champions League Elite competition that hasn't really gone to plan for Central Coast this season. There's high boots from Kolic on Markovic. We'll give the Warriors a free kick.
Frantic fire last 5 minutes there. Everyone's trying to settle on the ball. Victory last couple of minutes trying to hold on to the ball, settle themselves after conceding, and Heidelberg trying to do the same. Retain the ball, hold on to the ball, press forward. They've had fruitful down that right wing, so let's see if they can continue down that, because Sabinor again comes forward again.
Here is Sabinor drifting in field, getting it onto the left foot. Avenue for a shot closed down. Hard man to defend Sabinor, given his capabilities in a number of different areas, but he was kept away from shooting chance well there. Idara keeping it. Lesiotis, we know he can tee one up from range. It's back with Sabinor. One going low, but well blocked. Victory struggling to keep hold of the ball. Ali looking right the first time ball in from Bourgeois. Locked out of play for a Heidelberg ball in. Good turn by Jamal Ali. Into the box. Ignore. Dara. Let lean. Carl gives it away. Snowy and King Reese combining. That one's kicked away rather needlessly from Max Bisetto. And of all the ways to earn a yellow card, I fancy that John Anastasiadis will like that one the least.
No, needless. That's a. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt him later in the day. Hopefully he can keep a level head for the rest of the game.
Jesse Hoey. Rasmelski on the overlap, didn't use it, and clipped at the heels of Anthony Lesiotis. Georgakopoulos. Swarovski. Melbourne Victory looking for a foothold. Bozanovsky over towards Abani. There's been a few occasions where they've looked for a switch of play or a ball over the top, and on most of those occasions it's not been a tactic that's worked for them. Seto immediately looking right for Sabit Noor. Staying in play. Sent into the middle towards Buljuac! Just wide of the uprights. Great ball in to find him. And Buljuac, in fairness to him, did well to get the header goalward bound, but yeah, just the wrong side of the post.
Foul by Reese there. But again, that attack came from that right wing yet again. It's been very fruitful for them. They keep using it. It's going to create chances for them. Heidelberg have picked a weakness and exploiting it very well so far.
Down the inside right channel from Razmovsky to Jesse Hoey. Options arriving in the middle for him. Lofted towards the back post. Reese couldn't quite get there. And still the chance presented itself, but it was miscued. Mihalidis. A few Heidelberg fans wanting a yellow card for the kicking of the ball away. Didn't look as much in that one as the Bisetto one. Try telling the Warriors fans that. Over 4 to play in the 45. Heidelberg maintaining the 1-goal lead given to them by Max Bisetto's strike. Want to build on that here. Yokokawa with a space in which to operate. Looks left for Bisetto. Great first touch. Max Bisetto looking for the near post. And a good save in fairness. Down quickly was Christian Siciliano to turn that one behind for a Heidelberg corner. Mike Heidelberg have found a diamond in the rough with their number 20. He has played a super 41.5 minutes, aside from the needless booking. Corner from Yokokawa. High towards Collins, who's gone up and has helped win his side another corner. Pressure ramping up on that victory goal. Jack Morgan wanting a word with those congregated in the middle before this can be sent in. Sent in by Markovic towards the front post. There's a foul in there for a push. Victory, free kick, the result of it all. Carwin strongly, but riding the challenge, Georgakopoulos. Menelau. Trying to keep hold of the ball. Menelau again. Was it left? Ball in, not leading to the desired result. Still waiting for a first shot on target here, Melbourne Victory. Yaron Souza has had a watching brief, it's fair to say, across the opening 44 minutes and a bit. Not sure he'd mind that too much, given he's just coming back from injury. To see fourth official Puyi Guderian indicate how many minutes we're going to have at the end of the 45. Gakawa. Dara back to halfway. Nor rolling forward for Jamal Ali, who has taken up some good spaces in the first 45. We're going to get 1 minute at the end of the first half. And Heidelberg grab a second before the break. On that 4 forward at least. Barring aberration, it'll be Heidelberg taking a lead to the break. Heavy touch from Brasetto, allowed Razmovsky in. Did well to win it back though, before any trouble could ensue. Whistle to the mouth of Jack Morgan, and he signals an end to the first half. At the end of which Heidelberg go into the break with a lead. It was a super goal to bring about the breaking of the deadlock. It came off the boot of Max Brasetto, whose first touch into space was clever. His second sent the ball into the top left corner. No chance really for Christian Siciliano, who couldn't make a save there. Yaron Souza hasn't had one to make across the opening 45 minutes. Half time here at Olympic Village. It's Heidelberg 1, Melbourne Victory 0. Welcome back to Olympic Village. Oliver Walker-Peel and Josh Byrne here with you for Heidelberg and Melbourne victory. The NPL side are losing 1-0. Score update from the men's side. The A-League men's coming in about 5 seconds time. Turn down your stream if you don't want to know. Got to do it like the olden days on final score or whatever your programme of choice was. It's 0-0. Just to stop the fun. It's 0-0 between Victory and the Wellington Phoenix. A fair few scores as well in the NPL Men's Victoria. You can go and have a look on the NPL Men's Victoria YouTube channel if you fancy having a look at all the other games that are on tonight, and there are a fair few of corkers. Here, we've had a decent half, 45 minutes down. Max Bassetto, the goal scorer, with a fair drive into the top left corner. And that is what separates the two sides. It'll be Luka Kolic to get us back underway. And with it, 45 minutes starting for Victory, in which they'd want to be better than what they showed in the first. I'll tell you what, given his relative newness to the caper coaching this league, I'm not sure what Boris Soroshton's style is in terms of how he motivates his team, whether he's a hairdryer treatment type operator or a motivational type, but I suppose we'll see in the next 45 minutes or so. Mihalidis able to get the right side of Jamal Ali, and back to Yaron Souza, who will elect to keep it. Chiliano made one really good save from Max Bassetto in the first half. Otherwise, not a whole lot for him to do. Movsky at the top. Interesting mode of clearance the first time by Nelomor Markovic, the second one a bit more conventional. Yaron Souza has played in Turkey and Malta alongside Sting Selsware, also Malaysia too. So he's well travelled, the Burgers keeper. Should play towards the Victory right. It's driven in low towards Jing Rees. Well kept from Yaron Souza. George. Spots over to the left-hand side for Bassetto. Now for Sabit-Noor. Looking to try and drive in field, had it taken away well by Mihalidis. Rather demonstrative point there from Luka Kolic, asking for something from Jack Morgan. We have seen a change at half-time, by the way. That one slipped me by at the time. Luka Didalitsa is on. And the number 46 has a yellow card. He's brandished as well. Potentially in the direction of Anthony Lesiotis. A fair few around the scuffle. It was for the challenge rather than anything that followed it. I believe it's Stasi Georgopoulos who's gone off for Luka Didalitsa, the son of Joey, who played 4 times for Croatia, as that one sent forward towards Jing Rees, but off his line, Yaron Souza. Luka Didalitsa shared the North Geelong Best and Fairers runners-up title with Raymond Dio, a teammate of him last year and a teammate of his this year too. Both made the move across from North Geelong to Melbourne Victory. And the ball up towards Mihalidis. Collins moves away from a little bit of pressure. Ball looking for the run down the right of Buljuac. Couldn't quite find him. We're happy to keep hold. Litsa. Top towards the half-time substitute by the looks in Austin Ganino. Of Jesse Hoey. Towards the Victory left. Barney read it best, but couldn't keep hold of it. The play by the more experienced Jamal Ali, who moves away. Forward for Sabitnor, who's got space in which to operate. The edge of the box. Buljuac trying the acrobatic effort. In the end, none of the Heidelberg players could make anything more of it. Tell you what, if that had led to a goal from Buljuac, Anthony Lesiotis might have had the goal of the season mantle wrestled away after 1 week.
Victory clearly coming out second half of a game plan of ball retention, hold on to the ball. They're very much wanting to hold on to every opportunity as the ball comes forward again.
All four down the Victory left, but that will come to Nor. Speak Nor. Ran into trouble, got out of it, thought he was entitled to a throw-in. Officials disagreed. With Williams, 1 goal in 18 appearances in the NPL New South Wales competition for the Mariners last time around. Over there, it's Barney and Duach this time escorting the ball away. Leaving the pass short. Slammed into the body of Heidelberg's number 8 by Victory's number 8, but Idara to get away with that. Lesiotis towards Duach. Pass leaving a little bit to be desired. Which goes back. Barney down the Victory left, trying to dig out a cross. Only one that went straight to the breadbasket of Yaron Souza. Not sure that's one you could call a shot on target, but Yaron Souza called into action regardless. I wasn't sure if you'd marked it down or not. You're trying to keep tally. I wasn't sure, but we made the point earlier on that they hadn't had one. For my money, they still haven't, but football's a game of opinions. I suppose if he just moves out of the way when it goes in, so maybe we can note it down as sent down the line and eventually out of play.
Oh, FIFA ruling is if a goalkeeper has to do an intervention, it's deemed as a shot on target. There you go.
That's why you don't go against the referee. Shot on target it is then. Thrown in down the line. Ball Duach. Williams sliding in. Did he get anything on it? Answer to that is yes. Behind for a Heidelberg corner. Heidelberg have got their own variation of a Vuvuzela, apparently. Transporting back 15 years to 2010. On the picture in the present. And in the present, Heidelberg have got a corner. Taken left-footed and towards the middle, and it was almost an Olympico at the Olympic Village. Not to be for Dalibor Markovic, but it was closer than Christian Siciliano would have liked. Towards the Melbourne Victory right. Ganino will keep it in. Down the inside right channel. Ganino kept his run going. That one blocked. Might get a second look. Austin Ganino trying to step through. Wouldn't sit for Mihalaides. The one-touch stuff broke down from Melbourne Victory. Barney trying to work down the line. He gets by Jamal Ali, pulls it back, and It was good play by the Victory fullback, but couldn't quite find a teammate. Victory with their best spell of the hour, I reckon. Turning the screw on this Heidelberg rear guard that up to now hasn't really been tested. Going in short, Jing Rees fouled. Mihalidis retrieving the ball. I'd have thought he might have had a look to take, but doesn't look to be the case. Luka Kolic instead. One-man wall for Heidelberg. You wouldn't rule out a shot here. It's driven in. Headed away before Yaron Souza was called into action. Mihalidis, crossfield ball, breaks for Didalitsa. His NPL Men's Victoria debut. Works it in field. Barney sending that one out wide. Razmovsky keeping that one in play. So Barney lost it. That one a yellow card for Tabena Abani. Stunting the progress of Jamal Ali. And we're making the discussion at half-time, Josh, that all the yellow cards have been rather obvious as the rain starts to team down. I think that one can be added to such a list.
Yeah, as a referee, that's the easiest one you'll ever give. That's he probably didn't need to do it. He had probably enough of a cover, but he's committed the foul, and it was interesting for the demonstrations from the Heidelberg players coming up to the referee. It's a bit excessive, but that's all part and parcel of the game.
Jack Morgan will almost be up till midnight doing all this paperwork. Idara. All the way back to Christian Siciliano. That rain getting heavier. It's moments like this where you're thankful you're under cover. There's some grounds across this league where we wouldn't be so lucky, believe you me. Looking for Jing Rees, who made the central run. Adara receiving from Buljuach. Seto looking for Yokokawa, couldn't find him. Heidelberg had got numbers forward, but almost as quickly were back in shape. The play down the Victory left from Parker Williams, who was covered off by Jamal Ali. He was then fouled. Quick embrace between the two. It was a little bit unceremonious at the end from Parker Williams after a good run down the left. As Heidelberg are preparing a change. Last time that they've gone to one of their reinforcements. Looks like a double switch might be in the offing, in fact. Yes. Lifted forward towards Sabine Noor. We'll get there. Left it for Yokokawa. We'll try and arc one in towards Buljuach. One way then the other, with Asmovsky opposing him. Trying to thread it through, but to no avail, and away go the visitors. Ganino. He goes over. Wasn't fouled in the process. Max Passetto was, and this might provide the avenue for the double change. Jay McGowan, the first player on for Max Passetto. Buljuach is also making his way over to the bench. His spot will be taken by Fletcher Fulton. Both these players coming on for Heidelberg. New acquisitions to Olympic Village for 2025. Fletcher Fulton more locally from Moreland City. Jay McGowan from the Sutherland Sharks, who've had their name changed twice since he left. From Sutherland, dropping the name, then getting it back again. Scored 7 goals in 30 appearances in the New South Wales top flight last time around, Jay McGowan. Fletcher Fulton having 4 in 16 for Moreland City, and their relegation to the Victorian second tier. Here is McGowan, operating on this right-hand side. Roll forward, trying to curl one into the corner. Not a bad effort, all being said. Melbourne Victory are looking for a double change of their own. Jay McGowan almost getting himself onto the score sheet. Chance for Jack Mihalides to that is over, as it is for Jing Reese. But it's also Minatoli coming on. One of them off the bench, and Jordan Hoey is the other. Anytime we call him Jesse, he's probably one in the fine jar. And now I'm hoping I haven't commentators cursed myself. Heidelberg have it back. Yokokawa down the right, sent it in towards the middle. Idara receiving the layoff. Yes. Ali. Right, we're trying to turn. Down the left goes Fletcher Fulton. A couple of Victory defenders to contend with. Already the two Heidelberg substitutes making their presence felt. McGowan with that curling effort. Fulton getting on the ball as well. Williams dealt with by Collins. Yokokawa lays it off for Jay McGowan. Forward for Yokokawa. Tried the back flick, too intricate. Masai Yokokawa livid with himself behind the plate. The Warriors have got it back. Idara. Wonderful turn. Lesiotis. Fulton. Yokokawa swapping wings. All set forward. Great first touch into his path by Yokokawa. Options arriving for him in the middle. Trying to get onto his right foot. Rolls it across. Drift through to Idara. Noor with the first time ball. Clever. And Ali's shot is charged down for a corner. Intricate Heidelberg build-up plays. What we know from a team coached by Johnny Anastasiadis.
Good sustained pressure from Heidelberg here. Definitely looking for that second goal just to quell any sort of resistance from Victory. But it's a good sustained pressure. Can they maintain it and get a reward out of it?
You sense that a second would be enough. As Heidelberg, in search for that, will again go to their bench. Not before the corner, though. Floated in towards the middle. As Victory initially made a hash of the clearance, but now are able to run it away. Ganino, Jordan Hoey was offside. Souza out to play it. Moore tries to take it down. Taken away smartly by Luka Kolic. Something towards the box, and Souza again able to deal with that. As Ben Collins is down. Not privy to whether he was originally in the substitution plans, but if he wasn't, this delay might force a rethink. I'll break the fourth wall for anybody back home. We are probably in the worst position to tell you who's coming on. We're about as far away as possible up until the board goes up, which it now does. Sadiq Noor is being withdrawn, as is Anthony Lesiotis. Chok Dow will see his first bit of action in a Heidelberg shirt. Owen Stokes on for appearance number 2 in the league this season. Chok Dow was part of a promotion-winning team, that of Preston, who finished 2 points behind Melbourne Victory in the VPL 1 competition last year. And he is on to lead Heidelberg's line. Wins his header. That rain is getting heavy. Like being back in Chelmsford. Ganino too strongly in the challenge. I can hardly hear myself think.
With those subs, Johnny A is really showing his depth in that attacking third. Big changes. Can it turn into that desired second goal?
Stokes. Idara. Over towards Jamal Ali. Works it in field for Chok Dow. No space for him to turn. Over to the left-hand side it goes, and Stokes sees his effort blocked. Now with Jay McGowan. Trying to freeze by his marker, but there was Jordan Hoey. McGowan again. Rolling down the inside, right on Jamal Ali, what a save, Siciliano, back into trouble, which was all he could do, and eventually away by Bozanovski. The closest Heidelberg have come in a while. Barney. Back to his goalkeeper from Jamal Ali. Such a play didn't quite work out for the victory there. Free kick given against Chokdao. And 2 free kicks in a matter of seconds for the Melbourne victory. Barney. Didalitsa. Bozanovski involved as victory looked for something in the deluge. Parker Williams fouled as he gallivanted forward from defence. Jordan Hoey electing not to take that one quickly. Set piece chance now for the victory, and Luka Kolic. Appeared 50 times for the Melbourne Knights in the NPL Men's Victoria competition. 7 goals to show for it. Can he help provide one here to get his team back level? Kolic, right-footed and towards the middle. Flicked away, but the danger not fully cleared. As Melbourne victory have it back. Curling effort, going wide. Austin Ganino sending that one offline. And with just over 13 minutes to play, you sense that Melbourne victory have got to up the ante a little bit in their search for an equaliser.
Yeah, certainly, as the next 3 games doesn't come any easier for them. Next 3 games they've got South, Avondale and Oakley, so it's a real testament to how they play, and will they get anything out of those games is a big question.
Certainly is, but they've got more present matters here. Chokdao urged to shoot by the Heidelberg crowd. Didn't fancy it. Collins for Chokdao. As Melbourne victory have got it back. Jordan Hoey. He's taken off it well by Jamal Ali. Owen Stokes. Forward goes Fletcher Fulton. He's called to hit it. That one blocked by Bozanovski. This home crowd growing frustrated. All lifted forwards. Now with Jordan Hoey. Works it in field. Didalitsa. Jamal Ali in the road to block that. That's sent out of play by Aaron Souza. Heidelberg for another change then. 13 on for 12. Johnny Apostolopoulos will take the place of Dalibor Markovic. joined midway through the 2023 season. The other Johnny A at Heidelberg from Northcote City. I'll tell you what, I posed a question off there before the game, saying, well, where else would you rather spend your Valentine's Day? In the driving rain at Olympic Village. Number one for me, that. You can't get any better.
Oh, you sold it to me early, but yes, wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Don't tell my partner that. I make sure she's not watching.
Well, if she is, that's a discussion for you two to have. I'm not getting involved. McGowan. Jay McGowan giving it away cheaply. It's the annoyance of the Heidelberg crowd. Forward go, Melbourne victory. With Menelau, who sends it high, caught in the air. Ganino trying to get there, eventually did. Razmovsky stepping through a crowd. So his cross blocked. And that's rather cynical from Luka Kolic. Another yellow card to a Melbourne victory man. The change for Melbourne victory. Raymond Dio has just taken the place of Kane Razmovsky. Full Papua New Guinea international, Raymond Dio. 3 caps for them last year, while he was on the books of North Geelong. Sliding challenge in from Owen Stokes. And that's a yellow. I'll tell you what, when there's a lot of rain comes down, you sometimes say, oh, we'll wait it out and see if we can wait till it dries. Jack Morgan has got the excuse of having to do a lot of work post-game to the point where the rain might have subsided by the time he's done. He's brandished a lot of yellow cards.
Yes, but they've all been there. You can't say none of them have been deserved. Kicking the ball away, little niggle fouls, they've all been there.
Kolic sends the free kick in towards the back post. Shot came back in. And Tabena Abani all the way back to retrieve Raymond Dio. You can just see how hard it is, potentially, with how the ball just will not run along the surface. It's that heavy underfoot. Stokes, formerly of Port Melbourne, and a Leeds Academy graduate before that. McGowan trying the step over. He was expertly dealt with. Fouled his man as well. He thought that he was entitled to a free kick against Menelau, but in fact it's a throw-in. Thought there was a waving of the flag there to indicate a free kick, but just a throw instead. Theoretically, I could blame the rain and making it too hard to see, but that's not a valid excuse there. Abani and Menelaw. Time all of a sudden running out on this Victory side to try and find a way back into the game. And particularly so given Austin Ganino has committed a foul. 5.5 minutes and change to play in the 90. You posed the question earlier on, Josh saying where are the goals going to come from for Melbourne Victory. To be honest, they haven't got a likely avenue based on tonight's showing, I wouldn't think. But they've got time to find a solution, I suppose.
No, it was hopeful with the likes of Jimmy Reese coming in. But when you're losing your main talisman up front as the ball comes forward, lucky that foot didn't lay any touch on the keeper there. It was a late touch. Well gathered by the keeper there. Yes, goals are going to be the question for Victory this year. Losing your talisman of a striker in Adam Bosniak up front, 15 goals last year. Yes, in VPL 1, but I think he will do very well at Oakley. But yeah, question will be where the goal's going to come from.
Goes that saying really, but they'd love one now. They got a good point against Altona at home. We're able to see that one out last week, or earlier this week if we're being honest. We did wonder whether the 4-day break would come into question. It might now, as Victory search for a late leveller. College gets it out to the right hand side. Ball into the middle. Was looking to try and locate Minatoli. Gone behind for a Victory corner. You wonder now whether set pieces are the best way forward for the visitors to try and get that goal they want. Sent into the middle. Not definitively cleared yet. That shot blocked. Oh, Victory can't get much to go for them. Parker Williams it was who tried to get that one on goal. Good ball out wide to find Jordan Hoey. He drifts in field. Was he fouled? Answers no. Here's a body! Not a bad try. Arrowing towards that top corner. Would have been a superb leveller, but just couldn't quite keep it down. As mentioned earlier, has played for both Melbourne City and Western United at VPL 1 level. Started the season with the team in Sky Blue, scored twice in the second tier of Victorian football, then moved to Western United and didn't score for the Green and Black. Not the most regular goal scorer, but nearly had his moment there.
We might have to get Tony, our stats man, back at HQ to check if he's one of the only players to ever do that, play for all three clubs.
Chance for Heidelberg to maybe seal it here. Ball pulled back. I can't imagine there'd be too many, if any. McGowan was offside. And if you're an official, you're probably not going to get the right side of this partisan Heidelberg crowd. Or if you do, you're doing very well. Speaks more to the passion of the Heidelberg fans than anything wrong that the referees are doing. They've done a superb job tonight for mine, and I'm sure as the referee, you're likely to agree. Menelaw approaching the final minutes of the 90 here at Olympic Village. Parker Williams. Jordan Hoey on the left, drifts one in, that one headed down into the ground. Tommaso Minatoli unable to fashion anything to beat Yaron Souza. And we're at the point of the game now where you'd think that the Heidelberg goalkeeper would take as long as possible to play this ball and waste as much time as he can. I suppose it won't matter all that much if Heidelberg can get the ball to this end of the pitch. The number on Pigadirian's board will be telling in a moment. Four minutes of added time at the end of the 90. .240 seconds for Victory to try and find something. 240 seconds for Heidelberg to try and see this out. Jordan Hoey up to win the header. Gets it back on the left. Or out to play last off Ben Collins. Alex Menelau rolls in field. Didalitzer in space. Now with Jordan Hoey. Switch of play. Headed away. Dow getting involved. Owen Stokes with some nice control. The Warriors with a couple of numbers getting forward, but Fletcher Fulton lost it. Williams looking for the long ball. One down to College. Dio. Nino trying to get involved, but again it breaks down. They've not been too bad in the first two thirds, but once the ball's got to the final third, that's when Victory have perhaps had some problems. Shot down. Sees that one blocked. Is there one final twist for the Victory here? Good play by Minatoli. Ganino. Not his best disposal of the football. Yaron Souza coaxing Jordan Hoey and suppressing him, and then picking the ball up. There's the rain again. The Heidelberg players would love the final whistle for more reasons than one. Yokokawa. Shot down. Starts towards the corner flag. His progress stunted, and it's out of play for a Victory throw. Whistles from the crowd, none yet from Jack Morgan. Can't be far away. Jordan Hoey. As the Victory cavalry move forward. Abani behind, off Collins for a corner. Siciliano's going forwards. Looking towards the bench. Does he get the green light to go? He certainly does. We saw Pierce Clark do this last year for the Dandenong Thunder against Green Gully. Ball sent in towards Siciliano as it breaks for Victory. And behind for another corner. We must now be on borrowed time. Parker Williams was in and around it. No one for the Victory could keep it down. This must be last chance saloon. Chris Siciliano has stayed forward. Luca College to take. Has to be a good delivery. College towards the Giuliano, headed away, free kick, full-time whistle. Heidelberg have done enough. On the balance, the better team winning, I reckon. Max Picetto's first half goal, an absolute pile driver, enough to separate the two sides. Victory pushed late. Had one chance with Tabena Rabani that he couldn't quite keep down, would have been a sterling goal, and he found the top corner. Not to be. And the Melbourne Victory, NPL side, are winless in their first two league games in 2025. The same can't be said about Heidelberg, who after a loss, first time up in 2025, have a win in their second time out, the first at home, full time from Olympic Village. It's finished Heidelberg United 1, Melbourne Victory 0, Josh Byrne.
Yes, thoroughly deserved from Heidelberg, nice and professional performance. Johnny A will be very happy with that. Back onto the correct side of the winning sheet, and lots of positives to take away, but a lot of questions for the Victory. If they continue on this trajectory, it's potentially going to be a very long season for them. But questions for the coaching staff to answer during the week for their training. I've been your commentator, Joshua Byrne. Thank you very much, and that's me signing off.